Good evening, friends. This is Ella, your friendly advisor in Ireland. Welcome back to my channel. I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook groups regarding capital gains tax, and there are few correct answers and few wrong answers there. So I took this opportunity to clear the air and make a video on CGT. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Without further ado, let's just dive in. You know, people ask about CGT and they compare it to dirt and exit tax, but they're often confused between what these taxes are. Capital gains tax is usually on the investments which are on shares, virtual funds, assets, physical assets, land, houses. I'll be dwelling deeper later. And then dirt is on deposits, just deposit. It can be mortgage, a saver account. It can be a annual saver account. Just the deposits, and the tax is on that. And exit tax is basically on the funds exit, like just like exit tax in Indian mutual funds. It's very similar. And usually for most of the people, capital gains tax would be around 33%, dirt would be around 35%, exit tax would be around 41%. But there are a lot of if and buts there, a lot of situations. So for this video, I'm just checking on capital gains tax, and I'll cover the basics of capital gains tax. Capital gains tax is nothing but a tax which you pay on the capital gain made when you dispose the asset. If you did not dispose the asset, you are not making any gain, any profit. So there's no tax. Often people ask me, hey, I've made an investment 3 years back. I put in 1,000 euros. It's now 2,000 euros. Should I pay capital gains tax on 1,000 euros? No, absolutely not. If you did not dispose the asset. Okay. And it's the only chargeable gain that is taxed, not the whole amount you receive. What does that exactly mean is, uh, let's say you received 3,000 euros from the sale, but you invested 2,000 euros. You don't pay CGT on 3,000, you pay CGT on the 1,000. As simple as that. And chargeable gain is the difference between the price you paid for the asset and price you dispose it off. Uh, an example which I can give is the cost of acquiring the asset, the stamp duty, and the charges uh, incurred because of the trading platform. All these also add to the costs. So you need to subtract them from the chargeable gain. So always remember, costs include cost of the asset as well as the cost incurred to acquire the asset as well as sell the asset. And CGT is payable by the person making the disposal. CGT is only for individual investors. I'm not talking about corporate investors there. And this entire video is not for corporate investors, for individual investor. And you need to be resident of the state at least for a year to pay CGT. And one exemption on CGT is you need not pay any capital gains tax on the first 1270 of your gains. For example, after the calculations, you got gains of 1,500. 1270 of that 1,500 will be exempt from the capital gains tax. So if you are making more than 1270 in profits every year on year, it means that you're a nice trader. And the other thing is CGT is not applicable on everything. CGT is not applicable on profits you make on deposits. It's not applicable on profits you make on mutual funds. So it's applicable on land disposals, building disposals, disposals of shares in companies, and disposal of goodwills, patents, copyright, because that's the income, which is again capital gains tax. And you also pay CGT on transfers of assets from your uncle or your aunt or your parents, which is again assets of a trade. And then you also pay CGT on the income which you get from life insurance policies and offshore funds, and any other capital payments in such certain situations like the situation which I just mentioned. Don't forget, you also get taxed on the gains you incur on the FX trading and commodity trading. How much is the tax percent? In most cases, it's 33%, but there are cases where the percentage is different. On crypto and shares, it's 33%. If you make gains on foreign life policies and foreign investment product, it's 40%. If you are making gains on vulture capital funds uh, for individuals and partnerships, LLPs and individual uh, asset management companies, it's 15%. But if you are investing in venture capital funds for companies, it's 12.5% on the gains. And venture capital is nothing but is money that is invested in a startup company or a small business. So would you go for investing in shares and crypto for getting taxed 30% on CGT, or would you want to invest in a venture capital fund for companies where you get taxed very little, 12.5%? It depends. The venture capital funds, if they are crowdsourcing, then yeah, even your small amounts will play a big role in reducing the tax. But if the cutoff to enter the venture capital funds is 100K or 200K, you may not have that amount of money. So that's the reason 90% of the people will pay 30% of the tax on rate on CJT. And I want to end this video with a nice example uh, here to basically understand how to apply the tax exemption. Let's say in this case, I'm going with an example of first in first out rule, and this occurs in 90% of the cases. For example, me, I bought 2,000 common shares in Bank of Ireland in 27 for at €1 per share for 2,000 euros. So my cost in 2017 is 2,000 euros. In 2018, I bought 4,000 common shares for 1.5 at 1.5 euro per share for 6,000 euros. So I invested around 8,000 euros in those 2 years to acquire 6,000 euros. But when it comes to sale, I made a sale in 2020 for 5,000 euros, but I sold only half of my shares, that is 3,000 shares. So what this rule tells me is, if I'm selling 3,000 shares, when I'm calculating the total cost, I should be calculating the first investment and then come down to the next investment. So my total cost would be 3,500 because in 2017 I spent 2,000 for 2,000 shares, so 2,000 shares gone. And for 1,000 shares in 2018 I spent 1,500. So my total cost is 3,500. So uh, if I subtract these values, the total gain I got is 1,500, and tax exemption is applied on the gain. So basically, if I subtract 1270 from 1,500, I get 230, and 230 is the actual taxable gain. So 33% of 230 is around 75.90. That's the amount of tax I need to pay for a profit of 1,500. Just remember, any amount you earn, you gain more than 1270, the more you earn, you'll be paying 33% of that profit to the government. Yeah. There are a lot of such cases. This is only one such rule. I'll be coming up with the videos on different cases, but this one will help 90% of the people who are into investing. This video is sponsored by careerliner.com. It's a one-stop platform for your job hunt in Ireland. You can connect to them on connect@careerliner.com. They're a great team, and they help you in career counseling, CV prep, and mock interviews. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any questions, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and welcome back.